Let's talk about exploitation, taking unfair advantage of someone who is in a state of vulnerability or who is in a state of weakness where they cannot fight back or take back what's theirs, who cannot who cannot have justice on their plate. Let's talk about that. So, in simple words, exploitation is just you being oppressive towards someone. You know that, or the person the or the person who is exploiting, who is an exploitative person, they know that the person who is sitting in front of me or the person they are doing that kind of stuff, they know that this person cannot touch me. They cannot do anything. They cannot do anything about me. I am so powerful. I'm so rich. I am so this and that, and I am immune. And I just want to play it with them, so I'll do whatever I want. And this kind of mindset, this kind of uh, mentality is not restricted to some departments. It's not restricted to some departments. It's found everywhere. Everywhere. I mean, you cannot say that such sectors are immune to this kind of mentality because people people with such mentality are all over the places. They could be in Department of Justice, they could be in Department of Economics, they could be in Department of Law, they could be your teachers, they could be your boss. In some cases, they could be your parents, your spouse, your in-laws. It's not just economical, it's moral, it's social. Exploitation doesn't just happen on the economic level, it happens on social level, it happens on moral level. Morally morally you have it. Let's talk about relationships where there are parents who just don't know what's the meaning of a parent is, or what's parenting called. They think of their children as some things to take out their frustration. That's it. They are frustrated with something, and they have they have their children in front of them, and now they know that these are my children. Who's going to do who's going to do what are they going to do against me? So they do whatever they want with the children. And sometimes it's the children who exploit their parents. Oh, my dad and my mom, they love me so much. They're not going to do anything. I can just say whatever I want, and they have to do what I say them to do. If I told them that I want the latest iPhone, then they have to get it. And I don't know how that happens. Children exploit their parents. They do. You have spouses, husband exploiting wife, wife exploiting their husband, in-laws exploiting the girl, or the girl exploiting their in-laws, brothers, siblings. I mean, morally, you see this everywhere, where the people who have some kind of control, or rather say illusion of control over somebody in their family, start humiliating them. They start doing bad stuff to them because they know I'm going to get away with it. I'm going to get away with it. Let's come to the social level. Socially, you go to school, you go to offices, you go to a marketplace. What's not happening out there? Racism, discrimination. You send your school to uh, you send your children to the school, and the teacher over there, the teacher start acting like a pharaoh, who has the control over these, who has the illusion of control over these children. She or he or she start misbehaving with the children, and this teacher has some connections in the administration, so she can do whatever she wants in the school, or he can do whatever he wants in the school. Nobody can touch him. If any child or any parent start coming after that teacher, their children will be kicked out of the school. Exploitation. And then you have children and parents exploiting their teachers. In some countries, there are very strict rules there are very strict rules for the children's. So there are children and parents who start taking advantage of these rules and law, and they uh, putting wrong start filing wrong lawsuits against the teacher or the school. And now the school and the teacher are vulnerable, getting exploited by these children and parents. Another form of exploitation, you get to the office, your manager, supervisor, boss, he knows I have 1,000 people waiting in the line to get the job this person is doing, so I can make him work harder, pay him less, or pay her less, and nothing is coming back on me. Happens all the time. And if that employee start talking to the administration or their boss or their manager or supervisor, that why are you treating me like that, what is the answer they get? Oh, if you are so much uncomfortable in this job, you might better resign. There are many people out there waiting for the job you are doing, so you can leave the job. Happens. Or on the other side, there are employees who are exploiting their boss, who are exploiting their managers, supervisors. The manager is not there, the supervisor is not there, but the boss is not present in the office. The work which can be completed within 1 hour they are taking a complete entire day to complete that one work, robbing the company out of its resources, its money, exploiting the management in whatever ways they can, using the resources more than they actually need. One of the examples, there's no one sitting in X room, but the air condition is completely on. It's blasting in that room, and nobody is sitting in that room. Everyone is sitting over there, and nobody cares to switch off that AC. Why? Because they're not the one paying the electricity bill. The company is. Happens. Let's come to the economic level of this aspect. International corporations, banks, international corporations, stock exchanges, exploiting people out of their money. What do the banks do? The banks make sure that everyone is in debt, because debt is a new form of slavery. Robbing people out of their money, making sure that everyone is under debt, enslaved to these banks, international corporations investing in investing in things they shouldn't be investing in. You have these banks who are buying the bonds from a genocidal country, knowing that the money they are sending to these countries will be used to commit genocide on innocent people. But as long as they are making money, it's all good. Because why? Because the people who are getting bombed, the people who are getting killed, the people who are trapped, the people who are in debt cannot go after these banks and big corporations. They have the politicians, they have the money, they have the army, they have the military. Big corporations doing what? Exploiting the public. And then on the other hand, you have the public exploiting the authorities. And then you have the normal public who exploit the authorities in whatever ways they can. So you see exploitation at every part of society, every level of society. People exploit other people. Why? Because they know that nobody will come after them. That the person they are exploiting cannot come after them. They are too powerful, they are too invisible, they are too rogue to be found. We have to establish justice at every level of society, at every part of society, at every department, be it moral, be it social, be it economic. We have to do that. See, exploitation is not done by some separate entity other than the humans. It's being done by humans themselves. So we have to start by our own self. Like I said, economic is one part, but we have exploitation happening in our own families. So we have to stop that. It begins with the home. It begins with the home. Then it get to social. Then it get to economical. So we have to start. We have to start stopping exploitation from happening inside our home and establishing justice inside our home, so that at the greater level we can thrive and we can strive to have we can strive to have a world of justice where justice is being established and exploitation is getting resisted, is being stopped, is being annihilated. We have to do that. So so treat everyone, give everyone their due rights, and don't exploit anyone. Don't exploit anyone just because some person is weak and they cannot come after you. That shouldn't mean that we should be exploiting them. We have to establish justice within ourselves, and it will start from the homes, inshallah. Start putting in efforts to establish justice. Stop exploiting the family members who are weak. Get to the social level. If you have some person under your control, don't put your claws on them. Treat them like a human being. Have empathy towards them. Be sympathetic towards them. Be kind towards people. Be loving and caring for people. And when we have enough people doing all of this, inshallah, we'll have a marvelous world to live in. A world where we can feel safe. We can trust people. There's so much. I mean, there's so much this thing happening where people have trust issues. Why? Because they are getting betrayed by everyone, people in the family, people outside the family, in the offices and the schools, in by the governments. Why wouldn't a person have trust issues? So we have to establish justice. We have to establish justice. I hope this video helps. I'll see you in another one, inshallah.